Welcome back to This Millennia. I am your host, Trevor Henderson, and today we're diving into the Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer, a 14th century storytelling contest where a group of pilgrims are traveling to Canterbury to visit a holy shrine. To pass the time, they agree to tell stories, you know, the typical bunch of strangers on a road trip oversharing their lives. Now, this guest, honestly, she is bound to be interesting. She's been married 5 times and has zero interest in being told what to do by husbands, society, or anyone for that matter. And today, she's here to explain, and we're here to ask why women should be in charge of relationships, and why her exes probably deserved everything they got. Please welcome the legend, the icon, the wife of Bath.
Hello, is this the stage? I expected something grander, but I guess not everyone can take a woman of my renown. You have heard of me, I trow, 5 husbands, and yet I'm considered the scandal.
Whoa, coming in hot. And I didn't even get to say welcome. And we're already going in on the double standards.
Nay, Sir Trevor, I had waited upon welcome should I still be bound to husband number 1.
Fair point. Now, I gotta ask, 5 marriages? Was that love, bad luck, or just a hobby at that point? I mean, come on.
A hobby? Nay. It was craft, a strategy most well played on my part.
Oh, a strategy. So you approached marriage like a game of chess. I was never good at that game.
Aye, and like many a man, unlike many a man, I knew full well how to win the game.
Okay, well, now I'm hesitant to even ask this one, but of the 5, was there ever one that you felt got away? And I don't mean by dysentery.
Got away. Nay. Most useful. Well, definitely, my good sir.
Well, that somehow got worse.
I think not so harshly. Each man had what he desired.
And what was that?
Well, me, of course.
Phew, if only I had that confidence level. Now, in the Canterbury Tales, you don't just tell your tale, you basically give a whole speech about why women should have control in marriage.
Forsooth, and rightly so. Men have written the rules of marriage
So,
these many years, and look how poorly they have fared.
so to sum it up, what do women actually want?
Sovereignty, good sir. Mastery of their own lives, their choices, and their marriages.
Oh, so not flowers?
Flowers wither. Power endureth.
Well, okay. Well, despite that sounding like it should be on a doily, I feel like we're only hearing one side of the story here.
What say you? The man would tell it truer.
I'm just saying that relationships are about both people, right?
Thou art charmingly mistaken.
Well, okay, wow, this is actually perfect timing. It looks like I'm getting word from our live studio that we have a surprise guest. Please welcome to the studio husband number 3.
Good morrow, mine wife. Full strange it is thou hast kept such silence. I the 3rd, by my troth I knew not of a first nor second.
Oh, and don't forget, there's a 4 and a 5.
You wound me. Was all but falsehood? Thou said I was unlike the rest. Thou said I alone did know thy heart.
Aye, that was unlike.
Truly?
Thou endureth longer than husband number 2.
That is no comfort.
Okay, well, this escalated fast. Let's try and keep things
Thou
calm here
did
for
beguile me. Thou ruled all coin, counsel, mine very life.
I did not rule thy life, I bettered it.
Thou call that betterment?
Thou had order, direction, a purpose.
I had naught but dread.
This is officially more dramatic than anything in the Canterbury Tales.
Know this, I deemed I could endure this meeting, yet I am reminded why I did part from thee afore. Fare thee well.
Well, that didn't go, or I suppose that did go well.
He shall return.
There's a strong chance he won't.
They ever return.
You know what? I believe you, and that's what concerns me a little. 5 marriages, that's not a phase, that's a career. So tell us, what went wrong, or what went right?
Abyss. Not went amiss. I gained lands, gold, wisdom, and many lessons.
So you're saying that marriage is basically a business?
Marry? It hath ever been so. The difference is I saw to it that I had the better part.
Okay, so I see what's happening. You're not just breaking the rules, you're rewriting them. Now, before you even tell your story, you go on this long speech, like a full pre-game rant about marriage. Why?
For men have long talked about how women ought to live. I deemed it should one time should be that we say how we do it.
And according to you, so what do women actually want?
Mastery. The right to choose their own path, chiefly in wedlock.
So basically the comments section is not really going to like this conversation.
Nor were they in centuries past.
Well, fair enough. Now, let's talk about your actual story, the one you tell on the road to Canterbury. You don't just spill the tea, you serve a whole lesson.
Of course. My tale telleth of a knight, one of those who vaunted honorable men, who committeth a grievous sin, and in place of simple doom, the queen setteth upon him a quest.
Right, and he has to answer, what do women want most?
Just so. He wandereth far, asking many, and gaineth hundredth answers. Riches, praise, delight, but none accord.
Sounds like he asked everyone and still got nowhere.
At last he meeteth an old crone who granteth the true answer, but only if he wed her.
Oh, a deal. See, I see why you like this story.
Naturally.
So he agrees and he finds out the answer is sovereignty, control, and that saves him, but then he has to marry her?
And sore displeased he is. He lamenteth her age, her visage, her everything.
Classic.
Then she giveth him a choice. She remain old and faithful, or grow young and perchance untrue.
That is absolutely a trap question.
Indeed, and for once he chooseth wisely. He yieldeth the choice unto her.
And that's the key, right?
Aye. The moment he granteth her mastery, that is, the harmony, is found, she becometh young, fair, and true.
And so the moral is?
If thou would have joy in love, cease striving to command it.
Wow, a medieval story with a message people are still arguing about today.
For folk are loath to surrender power.
Yeah, history really said, let's just keep having this argument forever. Earlier we met husband number 3, briefly, emotionally, dramatically. Any final thoughts for him?
Aye, if thou couldn't abide me, then thou surely could endure me now.
Well, that man is somewhere backstage rethinking his entire existence.
As he ought.
All right, well, before we wrap up, one last question. If you were on that pilgrimage today, a modern road trip, what kind of story would you tell?
I would merely not tell a tale. I would host the venture, take the coin, sell wares. I should own the enterprise entire.
Honestly, what other answer did I expect? All right, folks. Tonight we learned 2 major things. 1, medieval pilgrims had a lot of drama. And 2, never agree to a deal without reading the fine print, especially if the wife of Bath is involved. Give it up one more time for the bold, the brilliant, the undefeated, the wife of Bath.